Okay, channel update. Shall we talk about things for a little bit? First of all, thank you very much for being here and for watching this video. As you may have noticed, I've updated a couple things here on the channel, the biggest of which is the actual name of the channel. It is no longer TJ Smith Gaming, it's just Teach. Now, it might still be all caps when you're watching this, but it'll change eventually. I was messing around with like the different versions of the capitalizations, and apparently you can only do that so many times before it's stuck for 2 weeks. So we're stuck for another week or so. And then I'm going to change it back to normal caps, just a normal capitalized T, lowercase EJ. I've been wanting to change this for literally years, and finally I did it. My own personal opinion is that TJ Smith Gaming was like very long. It was very official. It didn't really have like much energy. It was just like my full name and gaming. And I've been wanting to change it for a very long time. And I thought Tej is a name that's kind of like, it's like a nickname. It's like fun. It's like something you might see on like your gaming friends list. And I was playing around with a couple different ideas, but that was the one that I finally decided on. And so we've done it. Boom, there it is. Now the channel is Teach. I don't know if the actual URL, if I'm gonna be able to change that or not, because a lot of the ones that have Teach are already taken. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna ever change the URL. I'm gonna try and find something that works, but maybe it changes, maybe it doesn't. But okay, moving on. Also updated the picture. See a little photo shoot here, and got ourselves a new picture. Made a new banner. If you haven't seen it yet, take a look. I wanted it to be something that combined a lot of different elements. So we've got the ocean, we've got fire, we've got the celestial heavens with the sunset and the galaxy. There's a little bit of plants and nature with the tree over on the side. And then a friend suggested to make the little campfire actually like a Dark Souls bonfire, which I thought was a brilliant idea. So there's a little subtle sword, Dark Souls bonfire sword thing there. I enjoyed making that. I hope you like it as well. And then if you're poking around there on the channel, you might also see that we updated the channel bio about me. So take a look at that if you want to. It has my top 10 favorite games if you want to see what those are. So that's the like very obvious updates to the channel. Next thing is that most of you know me as a streamer, because that's been my primary form of content for like the last 10 years. But in the very beginning, this whole thing started with me making videos on my comedy channel, and then making gaming videos a couple years after that. And then after a couple years of making gaming videos, I started streaming and was like, wow, this is like really a lot easier for my brain. I don't have to make thumbnails. So that's kind of like what I've been doing the last 10 years. But now I'm finding that it might actually be better for my brain if we do videos instead of streams. That's gonna be a bit of a transition, but I hope you'll come with me on that journey. And since I'm making this as a video, a lot of you who might mainly be video watchers and not stream watchers, you might actually be excited about this. I certainly hope so. There's pros and cons to both types of content, but I feel like for me personally right now, videos are the way that I really want to lean into. And I think it's gonna be better for like my brain and physical health too. Still gonna do streams every now and then, and also gonna do private streams while recording the videos. That's gonna be part of the bonus content perks, which I'll talk about more at the end of the video, but if you're interested in that, that's a possibility. All right, so we've updated the channel itself. We're gonna be pivoting to video. Next thing I wanna talk about is like the general concept for the channel. Basically, I see video games as a form of art, and I wanna experience like everything that this art form has to offer. So it's like if you were like a film buff, you would like want to watch like the best films of all time, but you also would want to watch like indie films and like whatever your personal favorite types of films are. And you'd probably still want to watch like comedies, highbrow, lowbrow comedies, all that kind of stuff. So the purpose of this channel is to experience and share that experience of the best games that the art form has to offer, the industry has to offer, new and old and everything in between. But yeah, that is the concept for this channel, is to experience the art that is video games and to share that experience with you, the audience. All right, now let's talk about the types of games that we're gonna be playing. So I've kind of broken it down into a number of categories just to kind of simplify and give you an idea of what will be appearing on this channel. Number one is the best games of all time. Games that are like consistently rated to be the best games ever created, both new and old. So games like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Hollow Knight, Journey, Disco Elysium, Firewatch, the Mass Effect trilogy, Resident Evil games, Senua's Sacrifice, Celeste, Cuphead, The Witcher 3, etc. Like these are the top games of all time. I haven't experienced them. I need to experience them. Next category would be like emotional storytelling games. I love games with a good story. I don't want to just shoot the bad guys. I want to know, like, why am I doing this? Who am I saving? Why am I saving them? Why am I saving the world? Am I actually the villain? What is the obstacle and why are we trying to overcome it? Give me something interesting. Give me the motivation. Give me some complex characters. Give me some betrayals. Give me some redemptions. Give me a tragic death. And give me the funny comedic side character who turns out is actually the villain the entire time. Like, yeah. So emotional storytelling games. Next would be indie games. Indie games have like a wide spectrum of things to offer. Sometimes they're wacky and quirky and funny and off the wall. Sometimes they're like really deep. Sometimes they are made in 24 hours and sometimes they take literally years to complete. That'd be games like Slay the Princess, I Am Fish, Inscription, Her Story, RPG Maker games, which I've loved in the past and want to check out the new generation of them and see what all is out there. Also gonna play like spooky games, but I want to like differentiate a little bit. I want to play like spooky games and horror games, but not like gory games. And there's like a fine line between them, you know, because like horror often has gore. So it's like finding that balance. Five Nights at Freddy's, yes. Amnesia, what was it? The War for Pigs or whatever that one was. That was like on the border. I hear really good things about the newer Amnesia, so I'm definitely gonna check those out. Dark Pictures Anthology, yes, which is like the Until Dawn devs. Outlast, oh, that's just a little bit past. I still need to play the second Outlast, the sequel. I don't think I played it. Maybe I started it, but I don't ever know if I ever finished it. But like the Outlast Trials, probably not for me. It's very gory. But then like cute, spooky games like Garden and Ban, like yes, that's definitely a yes. For me at least. Maybe not for you to watch, but you get the idea. Next category would be Soulslikes and other RPGs. So that's gonna be actual FromSoft games and games that are falling into the Souls-like or Souls-light category that are not made by FromSoft. So Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, but also like the Resident Evil games and Dishonored series and other kind of RPGs that kind of fall into that. I haven't finished ever an Assassin's Creed game. I would love to someday finish an Assassin's Creed game. I'm actually kind of excited about the upcoming one that is based in Japan and is going to be a black Assassin's Creed character. I'm really intrigued by that one, so we might play that one or do my best to try and play that from start to finish. I have started so many Assassin's Creed games and I've never finished one. So I would love to actually finish one. So if it's not going to be the upcoming one, maybe we'll go back to the classic Assassin's Creed 2 or 3 or something like that. Since those are actually consistently rated as some of the best games ever made. And this next category is more of like an experiment. I would love to do ASMR gaming videos. I think the best form for that from me would probably be like a cozy sim or like comforting puzzle games. So for me, that might be like Power Wash Simulator, the Talos Principle. If you've never heard of that one, that is one of my favorite puzzle games of all time. The Room series, they've got like a number of them. They're available on mobile too if you end up watching them and liking them. They're more or less escape room or puzzle games. And I think just kind of playing them in like these games in general, playing them with like a very calming vibe and like quiet, and maybe even turn down like the brightness of the game and turn down the sound of the game, maybe put like some quiet, relaxing audio in the background. And I think that might be kind of a nice experiment to try and see how it resonates with you guys and other new viewers and whatnot. And then there's also the Myst series as well. That's a very famous puzzle game series that started back in the 90s actually. And then the final category is going to be new releases, because those are very highly searched when they come out. So in order to keep the channel healthy, we've got to grow the channel. So covering new releases when they first come out will be a great way to bring in new viewers and new audience members, new folks to the community. So for example, some upcoming new releases that I'm excited for and planning to hopefully play are games like Black Myth Wukong, which is a Not quite a Souls-like, but it's very close to being a Souls-like, and that's coming out in a couple days. It is a, we'll call it like a Souls-like adjacent game made by a Chinese developer called Game Science. And the game is based on a 16th century novel called Journey to the West. And I think I studied this story back in high school. So I'm very excited about this game. And I love that it's a retelling of a story, just like Lies of P is a retelling of the Pinocchio story, which is, I'm loving that game if you haven't been able to tell. Next up on September 3rd is a game called The Casting of Frank Stone. It's made by the Until Dawn developers. And so it's gonna be another experience just like that. I'm really excited about that one. And then there's a new Zelda game on September 26th, which I thought might be a really cute one for us to check out. And then on October 8th is a remake of Silent Hill 2. I've never played a Silent Hill game. I hear that Silent Hill 2 is actually generally rated as one of the top 100 games ever created, and I love that they're coming out with a remake, so we're gonna check that out. So those are the categories of games that I am kind of working with and want to just give you an idea of like what you might see coming out on the channel. Next, let's talk about the schedule. So we're gonna start out with like 2 to 3 videos a week, if I can. I'm gonna try and go like low pressure. My main goal here is just to get videos released. Around this time last year, I started releasing videos, but I put like way too much pressure on myself. I think I was trying to do like a video every single day, and I very quickly burned out, as you can tell. So instead, I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 videos a week. I'll do more if I can. If I get ahead of schedule, then great, I'll start releasing more and more often. But at minimum, like 2 to 3 videos a week, just something real casual. And in terms of editing, it's gonna be like pretty minimal editing. I think I'll probably take out any like major gaps or something like that. But in general, we're just gonna super casual, super low stress. So minimal editing at first. Eventually, if I'm able to, we'll ramp up and do more editing. Probably would like hire an editor to do that, but that's like way down the road. So if you like long form videos, this will be your jam. So videos would probably be like 20 minutes minimum, could be an hour, could even be 2 hours. Just depends on like what that specific game, what the vibe is. If it's like a short indie game, we might just do it all in one go. If it's a game that's like 4 hours long, maybe we chop it up into like 30 to 45 minute episodes. If it's a game that's like 20 to 30 hours long, we might do like 2-hour episodes. You know, it just kind of depends on like what that specific game calls for. All right, and finally, the last section, this is all about the bonus content. This is kind of something I mentioned earlier, and earlier this week, I also finished recording a video that's kind of gonna be a bonus content explanation video. It kind of goes into detail all about it. So if you want more information, keep an eye out for that video. I will post it. I don't know how I'm gonna like upload it. I may upload it unlisted. Maybe I'll like link to it in the description of this video. So if you're really interested in knowing more about this stuff, go there. There's also an FAQ/guide spreadsheet where I've gone into a lot of detail that's more of like text form. So if you want more information, check out either of those. Okay, so briefly, a lot of you are already Twitch subs. So this is all content or perks that you'll already have access to if you're a Twitch sub, or if you want to, if you're not a Twitch sub, maybe because you don't spend much time on Twitch, you can join on YouTube, Patreon, Discord actually has even their own subscriptions these days, or even Instagram. The first 3 or 4 of those platforms, not Instagram, all synchronize with Discord. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet, come join our Discord. It's really fun. It's a great way to interact with people outside of streams and videos. And there will also be like a bonus content private area in there where you can get access to all the bonus content. But I'm also going to be posting all the content on the different platforms anyways. If you don't join the Discord, you will still have access to all the content. You don't have to worry about that. Instagram's the only one that does not sync up with Discord. But if you're a Twitch sub, Discord is the only place you can get the bonus content because there is no place to post photos or videos or text posts on Twitch besides stories. Okay. So this bonus content, it's like $5 a month. It's a way for me to offer additional like value to people who are already supporting the channel through like Twitch subs, or who want to support the channel, who are able to support the channel, etc. It's just a way for me to offer like additional content, photos, videos, posts, hanging out with the pups and they're being silly, or me like coming up with like some silly song. It's just this like semi-private community that like I feel more comfortable posting stuff these days. Having been a content creator for like 15 years now, I'm learning that like I don't want to post everything completely publicly. I kind of want to keep things behind like a semi-private wall and post some things completely publicly, but like just having this just a little bit of threshold makes me feel a lot more comfortable sharing things. Stuff like my own personal music playlist that like I'm listening to, that like I would be totally fine sharing that with you guys, but I don't want it to be available for just like literally anybody to find and judge. You know, it's like, it's just a little bit of like that tiny little bit of threshold. Or like I write like mantras or like little aphorisms that like I've concluded or found about life for myself, and I would love to share those in the hopes that like some of them resonate with you guys. It's like a little bit of vulnerability, and I don't want to share that with just like anybody and everybody. So like that's another thing that's like a little more personal that like I would love to share with people. Just a little bit of like a semi-private mesh fence. I don't know how to explain it, but just like semi-private kind of thing. So that's the general concept. That's a general idea. One of the big perks I think about this whole thing is, so I'm pivoting to videos, but I still have to record those videos, right? So I would love to stream the recording process for a semi-private audience. So that's like one of the big perks for this bonus content, is you'll be able to watch me recording these YouTube videos as I'm playing through the game. So that could be like, you can be hanging out and chatting with people just like a normal stream. You can be seeing these videos being made before they're even released, if that's something that you're interested in. Or it can even be like a chill co-working experience where like you're doing work and you just kind of have somebody doing their thing nearby. That works well for my ADD brain. And then also, I'd love to do like a once a month movie night where we all get together and we watch a movie. Everyone's gonna need their own access to the movie. I'm not gonna be able to like stream it because that would be a copyright strike. So, but like once a month we'd get together and watch a movie. I've done this a couple times through the years. It's been a lot of fun. Hope to continue it and have fun with it with you guys. If you're not able to tune in during the actual movie private stream, you can always go back and watch it later. We're gonna all sync up pressing play at the same time, so when you're watching it later, you can just press play at the same time, and it would be like a director's commentary experience, if you know what that is. And then in addition to that, there is another tier of bonus content, the highly requested popular demand for many years now, thirst traps slash spicy light photos and video. I don't know if I'm gonna do videos or not, but maybe. But it's nothing crazy. It's just gonna be like PG-13. It's stuff basically I've posted before, stuff that I've posted on Instagram and whatnot. But you'll have more of it. If you're interested in that, that is gonna be like 20 bucks a month instead of $5 a month. And you'll still get access to all the other, you know, photos, videos, posts, all the other bonus content as well. If you're interested in that, check that out. That one is not going to be on Instagram because Instagram only has like one tier possible that you can do. And I opted to do the lower tier instead of the higher tier. Real quick, there is free versions of the normal tier, the lower tier, the $5 a month tier. Patreon has a 1 week free trial. Discord has a 1 week free trial. Twitch, you could do Amazon Prime Twitch subs. It's where you get every month you get a free Twitch Prime sub. And so you could use that. Also, if you just come to the streams, there's a lot of people in the community who just kind of gift out subs randomly, so you might get one of those. YouTube actually gives me 10 free memberships a month to give out randomly to the community. So there's a couple stipulations. I can't choose who exactly gets them, but I can give them out randomly in groups of 5. Also, I can only give them out during live streams or premieres. And the user, you, have to have opted in to receiving gifted memberships either globally and or specifically for that channel. So if you're interested in that, make sure you opt in for that stuff. So there's ways to get the access to this content completely for free. If you're interested in that, if you want to try it out or whatever, you get the idea. Cool. So thank you very much if you are already supporting the channel, or if you want to, or if you want to check it out. You know, just want to say thank you very much for even considering it. And I hope some of that stuff sounds interesting to you. Cool, great, thanks. All right, I think that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching. That should give you an idea of like where the channel is going for the future, what you're going to be seeing on here, and additional stuff you can get access to if you're interested. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this stuff sounds exciting. I'm very, very excited to. This is stuff that I've been like planning, thinking about, you know, like meditating on for like years now. And I'm very excited to finally be putting a lot of it into action. Very exciting to finally getting to build the thing that you've been planning to build and thinking about building for years. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just so gratifying, fulfilling to be releasing these ideas and putting them into motion. So thank you for being here. And I hope this journey sounds exciting to you. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. Hopefully it's under 20 minutes. I think I can do it. I think I can get this video under 20 minutes. Let's see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.